Who are my allies? My allies are... A good question. Brandenburg, Brunswick, Mali, and Lübeck. So, Brandenburg, Brunswick, Lübeck, and Mali. Mali to protect my African holdings. Alright, so now I just need to spend some time drilling and recovering from that war. It was quite expensive. Clefs have indeed attacked Trier. That's fine, not my problem. Bohemia declared war on Austria, cleansing of... No! I joined. We're fine. I joined on the day of their declaration. Okay. We're in. It's fine. It's fine. Because I really wanted the modifier for fighting in the League War. So even though I'm not going to be in much of a position to do very much in it, I am at least in it. Gelre peasants are going to be rising up very, very soon. Oh, man. I could still get another quality idea, which would allow me to do more sieging. No, I definitely want to get that mill tech as soon as possible. I have a spare colonist. Oh, don't tell me I had an uprising here and it never told me. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Well, we'll try again. It's fine. That's not the League War yet. Alsace has to declare it. I thought it was just anyone in here, because it says religious war. Oh, during a religious war, the Protestant Catholic leagues are available to be joined. Well, our side seems to be growing rather more rapidly. I'm just waiting for France to join it, though. That's going to be scary. I'll just be running away to my colonies in that situation. It did tell you, just ignored it. Damn it! For everything soon, Paradox Games achievement hunting. Yeah, some people really enjoy that. It's not really for me. Because I... How? Also, I have no fort over here. So you're actually going to get screwed. I can afford trade company investments. Okay, so this is the new thing with trade companies, which I have not even looked at because I wasn't sure how. Where does one see trade company investment stuff? Ah, here we go. West African coast. So this is to do with the entire area rather than just one province. So if you have one province in an area, that's enough to get trade company investments. This is like what the Europeans can do in the trade company areas, obviously. This is why, as a European, you want to get to Africa, you want to get to India, because you can start doing these. And as the Indians and the Africans, this is why you want to sell stuff to the Europeans. And this is my first time seeing any of this, so excuse me while I work out what's going on here. So, company garrison, I think you can build all four of these. You start with the lowest level, then you upgrade through the tiers. So at the bottom level we have the local quarter, which will provide extra supply limit and also defensiveness in that area. And is that the whole area? Or is that just local? Okay, that's... Trade company provinces in the West African coast gain more supply limits. That's just my province. The defensiveness, I think, is for everyone. Because this is area-based. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Then if you upgrade it to the permanent quarters, Dutch Trade Company provinces gain additional supply limits. It goes up to 0.5. Local defensiveness plus 30%. Again, for everyone in that area. Then if you upgrade it to the final level, the Officer's Mess, the defensiveness is removed. Nobody gets that anymore. However, my nation gains land force limit modifier. So basically the first two levels are good for the locals. The third level is like, you're kind of exploiting this area. They don't like it as much. Nope, that's not true. That does not upgrade from this. That replaces... This is just new. Okay, so maybe I need both of these, then you can build that. Maybe? Requirements. Has less than one trade company investment in West African Charter. Oh, maybe I need both of these, and then you can choose one of these. So you can have all 4 of these, but only one of the 1,000 ducats, I guess. Harbour. Company warehouse. Local trade power +2 for me, my provinces. Then the entire... Here we go. The entire West African coast area gains +25% local production. This is the type of building where the locals are like, please build these. These are really helpful for us. So yeah, you get the local trade power, that's for my stuff, and then everyone, including them, gets the extra production efficiency. I can upgrade it, in which case the local trade power is +4 for me, +50% production efficiency for everyone. So that's like having an extra workshop in every one of those provinces. The level 3 thing is 1 per trade zone. The levels 1 to 4 are 1 per area. Okay. So if you have more than one area, then you can put like 1 in one area, 1 in another area, 1 in the third area, but only for that local trade zone. Cool. Local venture. This is local production efficiency for my stuff. So my holdings there have more production efficiency than everyone in the entire area gains local goods produced. So again, that can really improve your production output, especially when lumped in with the harbour. This doubles that, so it goes to local production efficiency +50%. So again, it's like having another workshop, and all the local goods produced increases too. Ooh, scrolls, there's another one. Good to know that, because I would not have noticed. Thanks. Also, the Admiralty, that will increase naval force limit by +5. That seems pretty darned useful. Alright, local venture, the final one is trade steer. Whoa. Trade steering +50%. That's also really good. Especially in, like, the Cape, or Gulf of Aden, or Zanzibar. Or here. You know what, having that right here would be great, because that will force more trade to go to English Channel. Foreign influence. I get 25% more taxes. They get -7.5% development cost, or everyone gets -7.5 development cost. Upgraded to 50% taxes and -15% local dev cost. Not sure that's as good. Because if these are in a trade company anyway, then your tax output stinks. And then you can upgrade it, and you get Army Tradition +0.1, and also Trade Value modifier +10% for the entire West African Charter. So everything in this trade area can improve. And then Governance, that's the final one where you scroll down to. For all of my provinces, but none of the locals, it increases manpower by +25% and sailors by 25%. Again, the manpower one is kind of pointless. The sailors one is really strong. And then that doubles, and then you can get the final building, which is ship costs -2% globally. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah, you can get like 30% ship cost reduction if you get one in every area. Interesting. Interesting. Let's exploit Heineken into Africa. The less done with Heineken, the better. Grols, however, we can do that. There's only one way for trade to go to the Cape, so why bother? Why would steering matter? Good question. It wouldn't. I was more thinking Aden when I said that. Oh my glorious Netherlands, when was it formed? Like 10 minutes ago? 15 minutes ago? Manpower isn't pointless because the trade company penalty is -100%, not remove all. But that's still a lot. I'd much rather invest that money in some of the other buildings. Okay, cool. And yes, it's saying that I can afford investments, and I'm kind of tempted to get the trade power one. Or the trade steering. production efficiency, although production efficiency is not why I'm here. This is definitely trade steering. And that costs 300. Okay, that's kind of expensive right now. I'd rather build things at home, because I'm sure that there are buildings here that I have not built yet. Actually, none that are really valuable. Oh, docks. Yeah, we don't have docks yet. And also barracks, although the barracks also aren't amazing. Okay, maybe I do want the trade power. Local trade power +2 in all of my provinces in this area. So if I get all 5 of these, I mean 4 optimally, then that would be great. And then +4, so that'd be 2, 4, 6, 8. Trade power here right now, I have 21. I mean, really, I'm going to be probably using this more as a naval port. Oh, the other thing I could do is upgrade the harbour. So the centre of trade. That's probably a better idea, because that's going to be +5 trade power rather than +2. And we get the dev cost reduction. Although right now that doesn't matter, because I'm not actually pushing any trade through there. No, we should be worrying about building up the home provinces. Flanders is going to have to get upgraded as soon as I annex them. How long until I can annex? That's another good question. That's not where I would find that. This is 76. So 6 more years and then I can annex it. Okay, we'll do that. You are improving relations with allies. I also need to be improving relations with owned subjects. You're just doing generic Mali. Let's do one with allies. Okay. And I do still need to deal with those rebels somehow or another. Not entirely sure how I'm going to deal with them just yet. Bohemia wants me to give that land back. I say no. So, serious, like immediately. You say, what now, Mordred? I want to core it, which is just a little bit expensive. Crikey. You know what? Maybe, just maybe, I'm going to wait until the cost comes down. Because I am paying an extra 9% on there, so that would save like 12 admin. Try to get a slave-producing province sometimes in event fires, giving it a slave port modifier. I mean, my port right here is slaves. And it's already a natural harbour, so it might not get one. I'm still working on Calabar. Natives defeated. Or about to be defeated. Hardy seamen, gain navy tradition. Sweet. Won't say no to that. Alright, speed for this. Because there's really nothing I can do about you. Elmina has already been created. Awesome. In that case, I have space for another colony. And I think I should start pushing further south. Otherwise, Spain is going to claim all of this. And I do actually need to grab a couple of you. Because I'm pretty sure I can reach further with explorers. Explorifiers now. Let's go from Holland. Yes. And East Frisia has very high subjects. Yeah, you're working on them. Right, so I need you. I'm kind of in a race over here, though. I want to try and get as much of the Caribbean as possible. Africa is actually a whole lot less important. We're going to wait until you're done, then we'll recall you. Explorers ready? Go forth and explorify. Western Indian Ocean. That sounds good to me. In fact, I should probably have based you over here. Rebel successful. Loan. Yeah, there's not a huge amount I can do about you right now. Actually, I can move you to Breda. In case you decide to attack into the woods. I thought I just told you. Oh, you're repairing, aren't you? Yeah, you have a mission. Okay, fair enough. And you've arrived. Recall. Okay, and then that guy I'm going to put here, I think. This is going to be a lot harder to hold on to. Might need another set of 3,000 men. Which I could afford. If I had the manpower. Yeah, France already has that modifier, it's true. Excited for several of the new Indian achievements since they allow you to play a campaign where everything doesn't need to be tailored towards that achievement. Just play your own way. If natives rise up and you defeat them, are they going to lose population in that province where they rebel? I don't think so, no. The only time that they lose population is when you actively say hunt natives. Which you can do. It massively reduces the risk of native uprisings. That one. But otherwise it's just they rise up. True freedom. Despite the monopoly the von Altenburg family holds in the office of the king, the Netherlands has seen a current republican ideals recently. Statists have viewed this as a sign that our nation may very well be on their way towards the goal of a fully fledged republic, with some even going so far as to praise the Prince of the Netherlands for permitting this shift. Regardless of how much truth there is to this, our recent political manoeuvring keeps the dream of the federal kingdom alive. Gain legitimacy, which I do need, and the statists gain power. So we're sliding further and further towards another election. Okay. You know what? I'm going to split you in half. I'm going to put you in these two, because they're not going to move out of here until they've taken that. I hope. This is where I get proved horribly, horribly wrong. I do feel like... hang on. Is there a new institution? Global trade doesn't fire for another couple of years. And this is ready. I embraced that ages ago. No, we're fine. We are fine. So yes, I should be spending some of this cash. As long as I keep like 200 available. Limburg needs a fort. That's what I'm going to build. Nuremberg will be forced to give Austria money. There it goes. So Limburg is too full of stuff already. You produce cloth, so production's going to be good. And this is a area where I want a marketplace. I'm going to get rid of the barracks. If I need troops, I'll use mercenaries. So my army's only going to grow by another 5,000 or so. Hey, Paintel. How long until I can get Miltech? Hurry up. Ungrateful natives in Calabar. Haha! See, this is why I had my army stationed here with the navy. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Bam! In fact, you are fully grown. You're not going to rise up anymore. So it's going to be between protecting this and this place. That's going to be rather more difficult. Oh, and Elmina should be added to the trade company. How come you have 0 autonomy? Oh, so it does go all the way down to 0. I thought territories could only have up to 75. Or is it because they are trade companies that that's ignored? Boundary dispute. The lack of good maps or tools to create accurate maps would occasionally lead to overlapping claims of authority in border regions. These disputes were usually over very marginal areas but could serve as a point of friction when monarchs decided to press the issue. So we can press it, in which case we get a CB against Mali. We lose stability. I'm going to press it because I don't want to lose stability. That's expensive. That's the wrong place. 76. 5 more years. That's a Kilwan navy. Not sure if anyone else has really made it this far out yet. They've got the only centre of trade in that particular part. Oh, there's another one down here. We'll need to try and seize that, because we want all of the centres of trade along the Ivory Coast. It's too powerful a node not to. Look, most of the trade right now is going to Sevilla, and I'll bet that we could probably block that. Yeah, we're second. So we currently have 3 merchants, right? Lubeck, Champagne, and English Channel. English Channel definitely needs to stay there. I have the 3rd highest control over Champagne. Really? How do I have 52? Oh, caravans. So 50 is the maximum. Oh, they've changed how caravans work. That's a good change. So caravans are now dependent on your total development with a cap of 50. So the smaller nations in, especially Ragusa, will no longer be just sucking all of the trade away from Venice. Venice can actually be competitive in Ragusa. That used to be a big freaking problem. Oh, that's an excellent change. Good. You need the Ivory Coast and the Cape. They're going to be a battleground. I don't think the Cape will be. Colonialism versus Spain. Oh, hi Spain. Don't worry about me. I'm just trying to get ahead of you. Antwerp fell. Where are you going to go after that, though? Breda, Zeeland, or Loon? Now, at this point, I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable about actually fighting them. The Cape is where all of India and the spice flows through now. That's true. But unless someone's actually collecting the Cape, it's just going to go through because there's only one exit. And here we go. Let's get ahead of time with that military. Get that Latin caracol cavalry as well. So shock goes up by 1, shock resist goes up by 1. Not a huge increase. But I'm not going to complain. I have that plus 10% damage to plus 10% cavalry combat ability. From my quality ideas. You are shipping out. You're going to Zeeland. Which is a swamp, so it's a -1 for attackers. I will meet you in Zeeland. Though why you can't just walk there, seeing as it's next door, I don't know. Cannon fodder. It appears our country is getting rather empty and lacking in a very important resource. Cannon fodder. Fear not, while we may lack this resource more than... Well, we lack this resource, then one of our subjects have plenty of flesh meat for the battlefield, so we can steal it from East Frisia, which gains Liberty Desire. We'll lose some prestige. East Frisia is only just loyal. But there's also a lot of relations that can still be improved, so suck it. Thanks very much for the manpower. Because I need it. Very, very soon. Local tax increase. One of our local provincial governors has skillfully used his authority to increase the tax base in this province. +1 in Friesland. Sweet. Yeah, we have 3 colonies going. Good. That's all I wanted to see. Do a quick shift consolidate, because there's about to be a fight breaking out. They have no leader. I have 1.3 morale more than they do. Interesting. Discipline's the same, but I do also have +10 infantry combat and +10 cavalry combat. And a tiny bit of drill, but not a huge amount. Okay, that was actually far more one-sided than I thought. The state is not the sole source of influence in our country. Over the last few decades, a charismatic champion of the nobility has successfully managed to increase the power of the leading families of the nobility over most of the institutions of the country. Contacts and privileges can be powerful things, especially combined with ambition. Again, influence, that's not a problem. And the Burghers have just hemorrhaged influence. So I can probably start giving them land back again now. Which will also give them loyalty. Right, so those two are still held by the Burghers. I think I want to wait until we take Flanders and then give them the Burghers as well. Victory. Go and take that back. Excellent. Okay. Feeling a lot happier about where we are now. Although we still have this looming. Though it looks like more and more... Oh dear. Muscovy's joined the Catholics. Sweden's joined the good guys. That's a relatively large Muscovy. Neither France nor the Ottomans have weighed in. And France is still likely to become the next emperor. At which point, I wonder if Bohemia is going to start switching... Oh dear. To, Protestantism. Because there's a lot of people trying to convert them. And it's Bohemia, so they should technically be the first. Thankfully, we're really good at sieging. Dominica, native uprising. It's fine. We have it handled. Not a problem. Successfully... What? Really? Muscovy? Me? What? Alright. Calabar just grew. Muscovy? Rivaling me? Why? What possible reason could they have wanting to do that? They don't even have a... Oh, they do have a coastline. It's like about as far away as possible. Alright. Cheeky. Exploration has finished and you did end up down there. I think I'm actually going to base you from here, if I'm able to do that. Ooh, those were some English, and oh dear, looks like Spain's taken some of the islands already. Not good, not good.